Okay, for this sharing session, what we're discussing is about coming up with new ideas. I
Yes.
think you have seen all these materials, right? I've sent you an article, and you have seen that video, right?
Correct.
So, how do you think of it? In your idea, how do you think of what's the most important factor that lets you have more creative ideas?
The moment when I am taking a shower, at that moment I can come up with a lot of ideas. Frankly speaking, just these 2 days I have come up with a lot of ideas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and when I was working home from our school, you can think that thing is always blurring your mind and to think about it, something will happen, something. If you're excited about advertisement or the learner program, all these things, or maybe the Eureka information, I can change from that article, the point of view, should just have one thing on the top of my mind, and I think about it, and just image, graphics in my brain, and try to think about it. That's cool and fun, come up with something. Especially the most important thing is the motivation. Very
Okay,
exciting.
that's really nice. How about you, Sammy?
Yeah, I also think it's about the priority, like you said. If you put one thing at the first place, you will always think about it. So I think formally we don't think put an idea, come up with generating idea to be the first thing we can follow. You put Eureka, you put study, put other things like clubs and these things. But as soon as we put our generating idea is portion to the first part, but the most priority part in our brain. And then this generating is
Inspiring.
continuously, and this like, you don't need to control it. You just need to really think about it. You just come out.
Okay, so pretty nice. I think you have already have some understanding about ideas coming out. Well, what I want to focus is actually there's another part. In the brain, there's dominant idea that is dominant all your behaviors, and you may think about the day and day, night and nights. You think about the idea, you can get rid of it. Sometimes it's not a good thing. So actually, why we taking a shower can help us think more out of this, brain. Why is that? Because actually, you have a priority, but it's not limited to this only idea. It's kind of you can feel you have a topic, but the topic is not so fixed. So that when you can think with some more ideas and even out of the box. So that's very important because if you have one dominant idea, you cannot get rid of that. For example, the first idea is to make money. If you can't get rid of the idea of making money, then you can't figure out a new way to achieve this. So that's actually in Chinese we call it 发散思维, but actually it's
Think
more important.
out of the box. Paradigm shift. I like it. Being proactive.
Yeah. So the Westerners always take a shower in the morning instead of taking a shower before sleep. That's their customer. That's their habits, and that have good advantages. That is when you woke up, you really don't have some stuff in mind, right? You just woke up from sleep. And you don't have to think so hard about your work, but you just have the feeling of the ideas. So meanwhile, you take a shower, let the ideas flow. So that's the good advantages compared with taking a shower at night. Because usually after work, you still cannot, get your emotion out of the working state because you're still thinking about something about work. You may be thinking about your salary, your boss, your project, anything that distracting you, so that you cannot get rid of that trap. But actually, taking a shower in the morning will help you. Forget about all this stuff. Concentrate on one idea, and concentrate on one topic. Get more ideas out of it. But actually, this is only part of the whole story. Have you seen the video? The video actually. Do you think in your idea, what do you think the video focuses on? The video that we saw on TED. Sammy.
I think it's about generating ideas. But actually, it's see that the idea actually doesn't come directly. It has years of accumulations, and then when you have reached a certain point, it comes out.
Okay. What else do you think the
I
video will
think
have?
when we are doing something, idea will come up when we are doing it at that time. So it is important to create ideas by doing something.
Okay.
Especially something we are interested in. And when I think about it, while doing it, some problem happens. And then think about it, think where out, and solve it. It's just like when you solve a problem or question or even do research, it is something similar. And after the challenge, we have overcome it, the fulfill this, the moment we're satisfied.
Okay. I think this time we just focus more on the individual part. I'll let you recall the first part of the video. He talked about coffee shop. So what happened to coffee shop? What is the impact of the coffee shop? So can you recall that because of the coffee shop, the popularity of the coffee shop, so the enlightenment, can you remember that? The enlightenment happened in France. So people will have a place to have some brainstorming.
Yes.
Different people from different backgrounds, they'll gather at a coffee shop, provide a networking place for people to communicate.
Just like the tea time in Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah. Because before that, people drink alcohol. They drink alcohol at breakfast, at noon, and at dinner. So they cannot concentrate and they don't really, have the state. When you drink alcohol, how can you have the state to discuss with
I
others?
feel sleepy.
So drinking coffee, the first is the property of the coffee itself. The second is it provides a good place for people to discuss. So that's kind of atmosphere. It's really important when we come to coming up with new ideas. So and do you remember the second part? That is in the lab they do some recording of all the conversations between those lab researchers, finding out that the most inspirational moments doesn't happen in front of all all the machines. Doesn't happen when you're alone. It happens when everybody meet together and talking about something.
Right now.
At this time, the new idea would just come out and come out and come out. So so you see the point. So actually, the different people, your discussion actually will help you to have more ideas, because yourself is more easily to be limited by your environment, by your thought, by your own thought. That's what we call a paradigm. So we must have some paradigm shift. That's kind of you need to interact with people to have a paradigm shift so people can help you. So you can see the atmosphere. So we need a community. That's why every aspect of engineering they have some sort of community. For example, they have IEEE.
IEEE.
Yeah, IEEE is actually a group for all the electronics standard, and they have researchers, professors in this organization just in order to come up with some new ideas. So that's basically my point today. Actually, in order to come up with new ideas, we shall focus on two parts. The first part is when we are alone, we need to collect our ideas. We
Write
cannot.
something down.
Yeah.
Just write it.
Just don't be limited by something else. Just don't limit it by your primary idea, because that's very dangerous. Just let your ideas flow, and the best moment is in the morning. You take a shower. That's the moment.
So you should sleep early.
Yeah, we shall all sleep early. The second is when we have group discussion, and this moment is more easy for people to come up with new ideas. So we need to have the atmosphere, but that also requires everybody to look into his field. If you just don't know anything, you take a conference, it's impossible for you to come up with a new idea, right? You must be familiar with what he's doing. So everybody in this group are familiar with what he's doing, and they come together, coming up with some great ideas that will change the world. So that's today's sharing session.